Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of Read With Me. I am your host, Kelly Michelle. If you're new to this channel focuses on reading together separately. So I choose a book, we read that book together throughout the month. I post 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, reflections on the chapters that we read together with the goal of reading 12 books per year. So it is March presently, and we are reading together The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. And so last time we went over chapters 13 and 14, and this time I will be reviewing my insights and my takeaways for chapters 15 and 16. So I like to go over what section these chapters are in the book, and the section that chapters 15 and 16 are in, Your Relationships and the Let Them Theory. That's the section title. The subsection for chapter 15 is Motivating Others to Change. Motivating Other People to Change. And the title of chapter 15 is Unlock the Power of Your Influence. Chapter 16 is under the section Helping Someone Who is Struggling. And that title of chapter 16 is The More You Rescue, the More They Sink. All right, so I'm really excited to dive into these 2 chapters today. Last time we talked about friendship, and it seems like for these 2 chapters we're again talking about relationships and friendships. So chapter 15 is titled Unlock the Power of Your Influence. And I already shared with you what section it is in, but here are the 3 takeaways that I have from this chapter. Number 1, model the changed behavior you want to see in others. Number 2, use the ABC method, which is apologize, back off, and celebrate. And again, I just want to reiterate these particular chapters and what we're talking about has to do with relationships. So it's not the relationship with yourself, it's the relationship with others. It could be with a friend, it could be with a spouse, it could be with a significant other, it could be with your children. These are all talking about relationships. And number 3, immediate positive reward after someone does something hard will boost their intrinsic motivation or desire to do it again. And what stuck out to me in these 2 chapters, in this chapter 15, was number 1, which is model the change behavior you want to see. And I think it's so very true. I don't know if you grew up like how I grew up, in that sometimes your parents say, do what I say and not what I do. There's, situations where they might want you to have a better behavior that they are themselves not being representative of. And so what is the author is saying here is that in order for you to really influence, or a way that you can influence, is to model the change behavior that you want to see. So for example, if you want to have a cleaner house, maybe you tend to be kind of messy, and the people in your household are used to being messy. When they come home, they kind of just throw their shoes and their coats and their belongings wherever, and you also were the same way. And so if you want change, it's not just about saying to your kids, hey, y'all need to hang up your coats and put your things where they belong, and you still are modeling something different. Have changed behavior. Have the behavior that you want someone else to do for you. So in this case, it would be you come home and you put your things up where they belong. And so it can influence your children to also do that. So moving on to chapter 16. Chapter 16 is titled, "The More You Rescue, the More They Sink." Number 1, allowing someone to face the natural consequences of their actions is a necessary part of healing. And I know that that can be very difficult. Number 2, helping others doesn't mean solving their problems. It means giving them the space, support, and tools to do it themselves. And number 3, healing is a choice. And I really want to emphasize, or I should say, I want to emphasize number 3, but I would say that number 3 really hit home for me personally, because we all go through things in life that are disappointing, that could be traumas, that could be triggers, that have been hurtful things in our lives, and we need to heal from them. No one on earth has ever had a perfect life where nothing in their life has gone wrong. We all have experienced things in our life that were hurtful and trauma and the other examples that I just mentioned. And so when those things happen to us, we need to heal. But healing is a choice. Healing is something that we have to be intentional about, and it's something that we have to want, and we have to do the work to do it. And I know I spoke in a couple of videos before how much therapy has been able to help me in the healing process. And there's so many different ways that you can heal from, the different situations and circumstances that you have faced in your life. But for me personally, going to therapy has been really helpful to me in the healing process because, one, I'm able to talk to someone about things in my life that is objective. There's no biases there. They can objectively hear, what it is that I want to share. But then they also are able to give me some tools and some resources to help me in this healing process. And I only was able to heal because I made the choice. I made the phone call. I sent the email to schedule a visit, a session with the therapist. I had to attend the session with the therapist. I had to be transparent and open and honest about what was going on in my life so that I could truly heal. And then I had to take the homework assignments, because my therapist gives homework assignments. Take the homework assignments and do them and put the principles that I've learned to practice. And so I really could relate to chapter 16. And I know it really is talking about relationships with other people and what you might encounter with other people where you, like it was saying, that you have to allow people to face the consequences of their life choices, that you are not supposed to be solving their problems. You can just give them tools to help them. And so this is really talking about, interacting with other people. They have to make the choice to want to heal. You cannot make the choice for them. But I wanted to personalize it and just talk about my own personal healing journey and how important it is for you to be healed yourself. So those are the things that I took away from chapters 15 and 16. And so next time, we will be going over chapters 17 and 18, and we're almost finished with this book. After we finish chapter 18, we have 2 more chapters to go through, 19 and 20, and then we'll be moving on to April's book. I always like to leave you just with a couple of things before I sign off for this episode, which is encouraging you to read. Spend some time reading today so you can sharpen your mind, learn something new, or be engrossed in a wonderful story. So I'm excited about April's book because it'll be a great book with lots of good stories. And then also too, I just encourage you that when you are reading, for you to just take some time to take some notes so that you can reflect on what you learned later. Thank you so much for going on this journey with me together, reading together separately. This has been so incredible. I hope that you have enjoyed the books that we have read through thus far, and I'm looking forward to continuing reading with you. If you are enjoying this channel, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also too, we want to widen this YouTube family. So if you know someone that really enjoys reading, why not invite them to join our virtual book club? Again, thank you so much for joining me today. And until next time, happy reading.